click on the subscribe button, and press the bell icon, to never miss any updates.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Peace be upon you, my dear respected brothers and sisters. Last week I've spoken during the press conference organized by Majlis al-Shura and attended by the mayor of New York City. And I have no option but to start with the same words that I started with last week, by saying this is not about Muslims alone. What happened in New Zealand is nothing new. In June 17, 2015, 9 of our African American brothers and sisters were shot while they're in prayer service in South Carolina. And in October 27 last year, 11 Jewish brothers and sisters were shot and murdered inside the synagogue in Pittsburgh. In 2015, 3 young brothers and sisters in Chapel Hill, North Carolina were murdered. And what the mainstream media done back then, they never described the killer as white supremacist. They said it was a conflict over a parking lot. Furthermore, they described those 3 Muslim Americans and 3 Muslims who grew in America. They did not even want to describe them as 3 American Muslims or 3 Muslim Americans. This is the root cause that lead to this type of killing. That deep racism in our culture. The ugly industry of Islamophobia. And today, I decide to call out some of those Islamophobes. Starting with the president, who calls for a Muslim ban. He is #1 Islamophobe in this country, that we need to make sure he cannot be re-elected in 2020. Another Islamophobe is another presidential candidate, Ted Cruz, who calls the law enforcement to patrol Muslim neighborhoods before they get being radicalized. This is another Islamophobe that we need to call out. Another Islamophobe is Jeanine Pirro of Fox News, that I invite you today, tomorrow, to make a call to Fox News, asking them to hire Jeanine Pirro, who attacked hijab a couple of weeks ago. We need to act as a community. I have to call out those who are given platforms in mainstream media, like Stephen Emerson, like Daniel Pipes, like many other, Robert Spencers. All of those people who have been funded by tens of millions of dollars, we need to make sure that those people who fund them are known to our community. Alan Winters, Hope Winters Foundations give tens of millions for those Islamophobes, and we need to call them out and make sure that we organize, we mobilize until mainstream America come to know the truth about Islam and Muslims in this country. Those people go against every piece of information that is even shared by FBI, that Muslims in America are not responsible for more than 6% of violent acts in this country. But whenever the perpetrators are Muslims, there is 770 times increase of media coverage if perpetrators are Muslims. We have to call every politician in this country, whether they're Republican and Democrat, to call those acts of New Zealand. They call the killing of our brothers and the sisters and the shooting at Mass Center in Mass Katie Center in Houston a few months ago. They need to call those incidents as acts of terror as well. My dear brothers and sisters, let me conclude by giving you a message. As we stand firmly, Muslims, Christians, Jews, community of faith, people of this country, as we stand firmly against Islamophobia, against any sort of racism, against Jews, Latinos, or blacks, or any minority, as we fear for our lives, we need to remain strong. I ask you, sisters, to keep putting on your hijab, not only in the masjid, or the school, or the college. Put your hijab everywhere. Whenever it is a time for prayer, stand in Times Square and do your own prayer, and fear no one, as we fear no one but Allah. I ask my respected brothers to wear your kufis and fear no one except Allah. It is our collective responsibility as a community to stand firmly and say no to Islamophobia, and it is our obligation to invest on our own media, through which we explain to the entire world what Islam is and what Muslims are. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
ITV, Call of Peace, Save Humanity.